Every single day you wake up, you're either getting better or you're staying the same. There's no in between. The world doesn't slow down for your excuses, your fears, or your comfort zones. It keeps moving, and if you're not developing yourself day in and day out, life will pass you by. Greatness isn't built overnight. It's built in the small, quiet moments when nobody's watching. It's in the discipline to keep learning, the courage to keep growing, and the strength to show up even when you don't feel like it. Ask yourself, are you becoming the person you were meant to be? Are you sharpening your mind, your faith, your purpose every single day? Because success doesn't come to the most talented. It comes to the most consistent. Every day is an opportunity to reinvent yourself, to rise a little higher, to dream a little bigger. So don't waste today. Develop yourself day in and day out. Growth happens through daily consistency, not occasional effort. Real transformation doesn't come from what we do once in a while. It's born out of what we choose to do every single day. The habits you build, the discipline you sustain, and the persistence you show in the quiet, unseen hours are what define your progress. Many people start with passion, but passion fades when challenges appear. Consistency is what keeps the fire alive when motivation runs out. It's the difference between temporary excitement and lasting success. Every small step taken daily compounds into something powerful over time, like drops of water shaping a stone. The truth is, greatness isn't about doing big things occasionally. It's about doing small things faithfully and with purpose every day. When you show up daily, you send a signal to your mind that you're serious about growth. You build trust with yourself, proving that you can keep your word and stay committed even when it's uncomfortable. Consistency rewires your brain to believe that discipline is more important than mood. You may not always feel like putting in the work, but when you do it anyway, you separate yourself from the crowd. It's not the intensity of effort that changes your life. It's the endurance of effort. You don't have to make massive leaps overnight. Just one small intentional action, repeated day after day, has the power to create extraordinary change over time. Success stories are not built on bursts of effort, but on the rhythm of persistence. In the beginning, progress might feel invisible. You might work hard and see no results, but consistency is like planting a seed. You don't see growth instantly, yet beneath the surface, roots are forming, strength is developing, and your foundation is being built. Most people quit before they see the results of their effort because they expect instant rewards. But those who keep showing up day in and day out eventually witness the harvest of their patience. Consistency creates momentum, and once momentum builds, it becomes harder to stop growing. That's when breakthroughs happen, not by chance but by choice. Daily consistency teaches you patience, endurance, and mastery. It sharpens your skills, strengthens your mindset, and builds resilience against failure. Even on days when you don't feel inspired, doing a little keeps your growth alive. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every repeated action, no matter how small, takes you one step closer to your potential. You might not see transformation every day, but one morning you'll look back and realize how far you've come. Not because you worked harder than everyone else, but because you never stopped working. The world rewards discipline over comfort. Every achievement, every success story, and every breakthrough you see has one thing in common: discipline. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it keeps you where you are. Discipline, on the other hand, is uncomfortable, but it takes you where you're meant to be. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck lies in their ability to do what needs to be done, even when they don't feel like it. Comfort whispers, rest a little longer, while discipline commands, rise and move forward. Comfort gives temporary satisfaction, but discipline builds lasting fulfillment. When you choose discipline, you choose growth, progress, and purpose over excuses and stagnation. Discipline is what transforms dreams into results. It's the silent force behind every goal achieved, every mountain climbed, and every obstacle overcome. The disciplined person understands that success isn't about how you feel in the moment. It's about the actions you take despite your feelings. Comfort tells you to stop when it's hard. Discipline pushes you to keep going when it hurts. The path of discipline is narrow, lonely, and often challenging, but it leads to freedom and self-respect. Comfort is easy to choose, but comes with hidden cost, lost time, missed opportunities, and unrealized potential. The disciplined life made a man sacrifice, but it gives back tenfold in confidence, strength, and clarity. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your character. You prove to yourself that you can be trusted to follow through. You gain mental toughness that no external challenge can break. The gym, the study desk, the early morning routine, the hours of practice, these are the places where discipline is born. You may not see results right away, but every disciplined act adds a layer to your foundation. Over time, this foundation becomes unshackable, allowing you to stand firm when life gets tough. Comfort never prepares you for adversity, it keeps you weak. Discipline equips you with the resilience to handle whatever comes your way. In a world where distractions are everywhere, discipline becomes a superpower. It separates the dreamers from the doers, the talkers from the achievers. Most people chase comfort and wonder why success eludes them. The truth is, comfort and success cannot coexist. One must be sacrificed for the other. When you train your mind to prioritize discipline, your decisions become sharper, your focus becomes stronger, and your future becomes brighter. Discipline gives you control over your habits, your time, and your destiny. It's not about being perfect, it's about being committed. The disciplined person doesn't wait for motivation. They create it through consistent action. Comfort will always call your name, but discipline is the voice that leads you to greatness. Greatness is built in private before it's seen in public. The moments of glory that the world applauds are only the results of countless unseen hours of preparation, sacrifice, and discipline. What people celebrate in the spotlight is born in the shadows, in the quiet places where no one is watching and no one is clapping. True greatness isn't about recognition. It's about the work done when the applause is silent. It's about the choices you make when no one will ever know, the persistence you show when no one encourages you, and the faith you hold when progress seems invisible. The foundation of success is laid in solitude, long before the world sees the finished structure. Behind every great athlete, leader, or visionary lies a story of early mornings, late nights, failures, and restarts that never made it to the headlines. Those private moments are where character is forged and strength is refined. In private, you battle your weaknesses, confront your doubts, and build the habits that sustain your purpose. It's where you learn to keep going without validation, to trust the process when results haven't yet appeared, and to hold your vision even when the world doubts it. Public success is simply the echo of private effort. The louder the applause, the deeper the roots that were planted in silence. The world often sees the crown, but not the cross that was carried to earn it. Greatness is never accidental, it's intentional. It comes from the decision to keep showing up, to keep improving, to keep believing when everything inside you wants to quit. The unseen hours of practice, study, prayer, and reflection become the invisible threads that weave the fabric of greatness. You cannot fake what you haven't built in private. Sooner or later, your preparation, or lack of it, will show. When you invest in the private moments, you are building credibility with yourself. You're training your mind to stay disciplined even when comfort calls. And that inner strength becomes your greatest advantage. The stage does not make you great. It reveals what you've already become. When opportunity meets preparation, success is inevitable. But preparation always happens behind closed doors, in the grind that no one celebrates. Greatness demands privacy because growth requires focus, and focus is born in silence. The ones who achieve extraordinary things understand that the process matters more than the praise. They are not driven by the need to be seen, but by the desire to become better than they were yesterday. The private hours spent perfecting your craft, building your faith, and sharpening your purpose will one day speak louder than any words could. Greatness doesn't appear overnight. It's crafted, refined, and earned in the secret places where only your commitment and your Creator can see. Success belongs to the most consistent, not the most talented. Talent can open doors, but consistency keeps them open. Many people are gifted, but few have the discipline to keep showing up day after day when it's hard, boring, or unrewarding. The world is filled with talented individuals who never reached their potential because they lacked persistence. Consistency is what transforms potential into performance. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. When you commit to being consistent, you develop habits that move you forward even when motivation fades. Talent might give you a head start, but consistency ensures you finish strong. It's not about doing something extraordinary once. It's about doing ordinary things faithfully over time until they become extraordinary. Consistency builds trust with yourself and with others. When you keep showing up, you prove your reliability, and reliability always leads to progress. You may not see results immediately, but every act of consistency compounds like interest in a bank account. Over time, those small, steady efforts turn into something powerful. Talent without consistency is like a spark without fuel. It burns bright for a moment and then disappears. But consistency turns that spark into an unshakable fire. The greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders didn't rely solely on their abilities. They relied on their habits. They understood that repetition creates mastery, and mastery creates success. Every time you remain consistent, you strengthen your character. You train your mind to keep going, even when emotions fluctuate. Success isn't about how fast you reach your goal. It's about how long you can sustain your effort. The most consistent people don't always have the best resources, but they make the best use of what they have. They learn, adjust, and keep moving forward. Consistency gives you clarity because it reveals what works and what doesn't. It helps you build momentum, and momentum turns struggle into strength. Each day you stay consistent, you build invisible progress that one day becomes visible to the world. Many give up because they expect immediate results. They confuse speed with success. But the truth is, slow progress is still progress. Consistency teaches patience, humility, and endurance, qualities that talent alone can never provide. While others rely on bursts of effort, the consistent person relies on daily commitment, and that steady rhythm creates unstoppable growth. In the long run, the person who shows up consistently will always surpass the one who shows up occasionally. Success doesn't reward those who work hard once. It rewards those who keep working when no one notices. Consistency doesn't guarantee that you'll never fail, but it guarantees that you'll never stop improving. Talent may make you look impressive for a moment, but consistency makes you unstoppable for a lifetime. Every day is a new chance to reinvent yourself. Each sunrise carries an invitation to begin again, to rise above yesterday's mistakes, and to create a better version of yourself. You are not defined by your past. You are shaped by what you choose to do today. Every moment offers a blank page waiting for you to write a new story. Reinvention isn't about becoming someone else. It's about uncovering who you were always meant to be. Life gives endless opportunities to evolve, to shed old habits that no longer serve you, and to step boldly into your purpose. Every new day is a gift, a chance to learn, to grow, to heal, and to realign with your destiny. The beauty of life is that you are never stuck where you are. Change begins the moment you decide that your future will not look like your past. Too often, people carry yesterday's failures into today and wonder why they feel trapped. Reinvention begins with release, letting go of guilt, fear, and limitations that hold you hostage. It's understanding that growth doesn't require perfection, only progress. Every morning you wake up is proof that life believes in your potential. The question is, do you believe in it? You have the power to shift your mindset, to redirect your focus, and to rewrite your future by the choices you make today. Reinvention doesn't happen all at once. It happens in the quiet. Consistent decisions you make every single day. It's choosing discipline over distraction, faith over fear, and purpose over comfort. The smallest changes, when repeated daily, create massive transformation over time. Every action you take towards bettering yourself, reading, learning, forgiving, working, reshapes your identity. Each day is a doorway to renewal, but only you can walk through it. The past may have taught you lessons, but it doesn't have the authority to define your next chapter. The future belongs to those who are willing to start fresh again and again until they become who they were destined to be. There's power in understanding that your potential is not fixed. You can reinvent your habits, your attitude, your mindset, and your direction at any moment. You can choose to think differently, speak differently, and act differently. The person you were yesterday was necessary for your growth, but the person you're becoming is necessary for your greatness. Every day that you wake up breathing is proof that you have unfinished purpose. Life is not waiting for the perfect moment. It's waiting for your decision. Every sunrise whispers the same message. You get another chance to grow, to change, to create, to become. You are never too late, never too broken, and never too far gone to reinvent yourself. Continuous self-development shapes purpose and destiny. The journey of becoming who you were meant to be is a lifelong process of learning, refining, and evolving. Every time you commit to growing, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, you align yourself more closely with your true purpose. Growth doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of intentional effort to improve each day. When you invest in your development, you're not just building skills or knowledge, you're shaping your future, molding your mindset, and preparing yourself for opportunities that only a stronger version of you can handle. Your destiny is not written by chance. It's crafted by the choices you make to keep developing yourself. Self-development opens your eyes to who you really are and what you're capable of. It teaches you to think differently, to act with wisdom, and to rise above fear and limitation. Every book you read, every lesson you learn, every challenge you overcome adds another layer to your character. The more you grow, the more your purpose becomes clear. It's through self-reflection, discipline, and learning that you discover what truly drives you. When you grow inwardly, your external world begins to shift. You start to attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right moments that align with your destiny, because your energy and mindset match what you're destined for. Continuous growth requires humility, the willingness to admit that you don't know everything, and the hunger to keep learning more. It means being open to correction, feedback, and failure, because every experience has something to teach. Those who stop growing eventually lose touch with their purpose, but those who stay committed to development find new meaning in every season of life. Purpose evolves as you evolve. The more you grow, the more deeply you understand why you were placed on this earth. Self-development builds the strength to carry the weight of your destiny, because purpose without growth can crush you. Every great leader, visionary, or achiever you admire is a product of continuous self-improvement. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions to grow. They developed themselves in the midst of challenges. They read when others rested, learned when others complained, and practiced when others gave up. That's how destiny is shaped, not by wishful thinking, but by consistent growth. The more you develop yourself, the more you unlock hidden potential within. Growth gives you clarity, confidence, and courage to walk the path set before you. You can't fulfill a divine purpose with a stagnant mind or an untrained heart. Each day you dedicate to becoming better prepares you for the destiny waiting ahead. Continuous self-development isn't just about success. It's about transformation. It's the process through which ordinary lives are refined into extraordinary ones. And through it, your purpose unfolds and your destiny takes shape. Success, growth, and purpose are not born from chance. They are forged through daily dedication, discipline, and self-belief. Every day you wake up, you hold the power to become a little stronger, a little wiser, and a little closer to the person you were created to be. Consistency turns effort into excellence. Discipline turns struggle into strength, and private preparation turns dreams into reality. The world doesn't reward comfort. It honors those who keep showing up, who refuse to quit, and who continue to grow when no one is watching. You don't need to be the most talented. You need to be the most committed. Every sunrise is another invitation to rise higher, to think deeper, and to act with greater purpose. Keep developing yourself day in and day out, because the person you're becoming through this journey is shaping the destiny you're meant to live.